Hello everyone, my name is Olivia and welcome to a new vlog. I'm really excited about this vlog because I wanted to kind of highlight the fun activities that I am doing throughout the summer. The first thing that I did was attend a screening for the first episode of season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I was able to go with my friend Jessica, who was invited by Amazon Prime to go see the first episode, so I was her plus one, and we went to New York City. It was a very hot day. We saw the first episode, we got some popcorn, we got some lemonade. We were in a theater full of The Summer I Turned Pretty girlies, and it was such a fun collective experience to see the first episode of this show that I had to marathon the week before because I actually had been putting it off and haven't watched it before we went to this screening. So I wanted to be able to watch the first season, and I sat down and watched it in a day, and I do think I enjoy it more than To All the Boys I've Loved Before because I think it has that beautiful nostalgia, and it actually reminded me a lot of my childhood and my time in high school, and it so perfectly captures the nostalgia of teenagehood and first love, and I fell completely head over heels for the story. And we got to see the first episode of season 2, which is already out now, and it was amazing. It maintained that beautiful aesthetic that season 1 had, and it just continues on with the angst and the love and the overall tension that is growing in this series. And I do want to caveat by saying that we saw the screening before the SAG-AFTRA went on strike, so we did not cross the picket line. I'm not going to be attending screenings anytime after that because I want to make sure that everyone who is striking has their needs met. So I'm probably going to halt on the movie content, the TV show content until their needs are met. I'll be sure to put some links down below to help you educate yourself, and if you want to donate to the cause, those will be down below. So that was one really fun event that I was able to go to, and I'm just gonna kind of create a hodgepodge type of atmosphere for this vlog where I'm just highlighting really fun things that I'm doing this summer for the next couple of weeks because I am always hanging out with friends. I'm always trying something new, so I wanted to be able to capture that in this vlog. But I also am doing this entire angle to show you the fact that they gave us a cute little Summer I Turned Pretty poster after the screening, and I put it up for the time being next to my collage on my door. And yeah, that was a really fun event. And then the following weekend, after I hung out with Jessica and we saw that screening, my best friend and I went to the Museum of Natural History to see the new building and addition that they added on to the museum. It is absolutely stunning. I actually have a vlog for it over on my Instagram Reels if you want to check it out. It's a very short vlog, it's really cute, and we just had a great time exploring the new building in the Museum of Natural History because we haven't been there in over, I think, 5 years. We went one time for my birthday and we haven't been back since, and it was just a great building. Super crowded. If you are trying to get into the Museum of Natural History, there are such long lines to get in, so prepare yourself beforehand, but do buy your tickets beforehand online and don't go onto the line that is in the subway. That one is so much longer than all the other lines, so just keep that in mind if you're going to the Museum of Natural History. but we saw the new building, we saw the dinosaurs, we saw the mammoths, and then we stopped by the Strand in Uptown and I got myself a copy of The Crucible. The Crucible I read 2 years ago, I believe, as a part of my play a month challenge where I read one play a month, and I really did enjoy The Crucible. I thought it was fascinating to examine a community that is falling apart from the inside out because of mass moral panic and just the exploration of the downfall of man and how quickly that can occur. And I just really think that Arthur Miller is a great playwright, which is something I never thought I would have an opinion on. But Arthur Miller, in my mind, churns out some pretty good bangers in terms of plays, and I'll let you know which ones are my favorite. I read 3 so far. The top one that I enjoy is The Crucible. Then it has to be Death of a Salesman, which I have read maybe 4 times because I read it in high school and I read it a couple of times in college for an essay, so I read it over and over again. And that play really did affect me after seeing Miss Stevens, which is a movie that Timothée Chalamet is in, and he performs a monologue from The Death of a Salesman, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. The way that he performs it, the emotion that he puts into it. I rewatched that monologue maybe 3 times a year. It's pretty often that I turn back to it and I just continue my love for Death of a Salesman. And then third is the play that I recently read by Arthur Miller, and that's All My Sons. All My Sons was haunting, was stunning, and it also explored a family falling apart at the seams. And I really do enjoy how Arthur Miller explores disillusion and the fact that people live in their own delusions and it kind of takes over their whole entire mind, and you witness that illusion fall apart by outside forces. And the way that he writes family, the way that he writes community, and how there's tension and how it can easily fall apart is fascinating. I don't know how I was able to become a person who is passionate about Arthur Miller, but here I am. I got a copy of The Crucible. I think it's beautiful. I think the art style is just stunning. And then a couple of days later, after I got myself a copy of The Crucible to add to my collection, I received a copy of Roman Stories by Jhumpa Lahiri. And Jhumpa Lahiri actually wrote Whereabouts, which I really enjoyed a couple of years ago. That was my first book by her. I really enjoy Jhumpa's writing style. It's very introspective and just lyrical, and I'm a really big fan of Italy as a setting and stories because it's one of my favorite places that I've ever visited. So the moment that Knopf added this to their advanced reader copies list, I was like, can I please have a copy? So I'm really excited to read it. I feel like it's going to be a very short, quick read, the same way that Whereabouts was. And yeah, thank you so much to Knopf for sending this my way. And those are 2 new books that I have for my collection, but it's really fun because I already read this one, so I only have to read this one. So I feel a little bit accomplished about having these 2 books. Hello and welcome to a very cozy Sunday. I am staying in, I am relaxing, and I wanted to talk you through my very big exciting haul that I got from Redbubble, who is the sponsor of today's video. So Redbubble is a place that I go to get myself gifts and other people gifts because it is full of independent artists who create some really unique artwork that you can put on pillows, mugs, t-shirts, socks, etc. And this month I am celebrating back to school season with Redbubble because this is the best time to revamp your wardrobe, your space, your dorm, your apartment, and to get yourself ready for the new school year. While I am out of school, I still got some really cool items that just kind of refresh my space, refresh myself, and make me really excited to get into the autumn season. So the 2 interests that I really honed in on this time is Barbiecore and cottagecore. Let's start with Barbiecore because I'm wearing one of my Barbie items right now, and it is my Barbenheimer t-shirt. I got it oversized so I can wear it with biker shorts, which is one of my new favorite outfit ideas that I do all the time now. And I got this Barbenheimer t-shirt because it is just such a cultural moment for cinephiles and for people all around, and I actually took off the day to go see Oppenheimer and Barbie, so I thought this shirt really fit my overall interests with Barbie and Oppenheimer because I'm equally interested in both movies. And then I got another Barbenheimer inspired t-shirt, and it is a pink t-shirt that is also oversized that says "Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds," but it is written in the Barbie font. I'm really excited that there's a lot of Barbiecore items that I was able to get from Redbubble, so if you're interested in Barbie as much as I am, be sure to search up a Barbiecore on Redbubble and you'll find some really amazing items. I got a hot girl chemical symbol. I got an admit none movie ticket, which is also very Barbenheimer core. And then I got a sticker that says "Hot Girls Read Books" because I really do enjoy putting stickers on my iPad, so I'm going to choose one to complete my iPad sticker collection that I have. Then I got some miscellaneous stickers like a pretty sun sticker, a cat inspired toe bean control system sticker that I'm going to give to my best friend because she has a cat, and I'm also going to give her a bunch of different stickers of different cats to put onto her water bottle because her water bottle is also covered in Redbubble stickers. And then I got the same sticker that says "Hot Girls Read Books" on a notebook. And those are all the Barbie core items that I got. And now let's move into the cottagecore items that I got because you all know I am entering a new era where I love green and I want my whole entire world to be green. So Redbubble has a lot of items that helped me really lean into that aesthetic. So one thing that I got for my pen pals is a plant inspired card. Then I got a ghost postcard that I'm probably going to add to my postcard collection. Then I got a nature inspired notebook that I think is super pretty. I got myself a bookshelf tote bag, which I actually did a tote bag tour, what's in my bag type of video over on my Instagram if you want to go check that out, see my essentials. And because it's back to school season, I decided to get myself a backpack from Redbubble, which I've never done before, and it is a beautiful sage green backpack. And you're probably wondering why I'm getting a backpack if I don't go to school. I use a backpack every time I go on trips to put my very big camera in, but if you actually are heading back to school, I would recommend their backpacks because it's so sturdy. Their straps are very squishy and comfortable because my other one was falling apart, so I needed a new one. And this is exactly what I needed. And the last two things that I got are actually pillow covers, which I put onto my pillows because I changed them out every season. One is a beautiful nature-inspired pillow that reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle. And then I got a green gingham pillowcase, and I think this will fit my aesthetic beautifully because I'm trying to lean into the green more often. And if you want to check out any of the designs and items that I got from Redbubble, be sure to click the link in my bio to check out their website. And be sure to use my code, which will be featured right here and in the description, to get 15% off your next order from Redbubble. If you get anything from my collection, please tag me over on Instagram so I can see how you use your Redbubble items in your daily life. And thank you so much to Redbubble for sponsoring this video. You guys are the best. And let's continue on with the vlog because we are going to move into my birthday.
Wiggle. You got it! That was good!
So this past Thursday that I'm filming was my birthday. I turned 26 and my parents and I went over to the CIA to have a birthday lunch. And it's not the CIA that you were thinking of, it's actually the Culinary Institute of America. And they were having a graduation, which was really nice to see everyone celebrating. But we were able to go to one of the restaurants that these students run and try out their food. And I had a really yummy mac and cheese while I was on the Ticketmaster line to try and get pre-sale codes for Taylor Swift's extended tour in America. I am trying to see her in Miami. I do not care if I have to fly to Miami to go see Taylor Swift because I missed out on seeing her in MetLife and I want to be able to see her in the Eras tour, but I do feel like I won't get the pre-sale code because I'm not that lucky when it comes to Ticketmaster. They just are the worst thing to use ever, but we are just subjected to working with them. So throughout my whole entire birthday lunch, I was on the Ticketmaster queue, just leaving my phone open to let it load, and I was finally able to go through to register to maybe get the pre-sale code. And after we ate at the CIA and we wandered the campus for a bit, we went to a historical mansion to tour the grounds, and it was really beautiful and just really serene because it was surrounded by nature. We took some photos there and then we went back home and had a really chill night. It was a very low-key birthday because it was on a Thursday and people aren't able to take off of work to hang out with me on my birthday. So this past weekend, my friends and I had a sleepover at my friend's new apartment that they bought, and we had such a great time. We watched some pretty terrible movies that were just so fun to watch with friends, because when you go into a movie knowing it's going to be bad, you just have the best time ever, and it was just so much fun. And that following morning, we drove up to Cold Spring. So we wandered some bookstores, we went to a cafe, we went antiquing, and while we were walking around the really cute town that I love so much, I saw these signs in every single storefront window for It Happened One Night, which was actually going to play in the park that night that we were there. So we decided to stay for the movie night, and it was such a fun experience. But before we went to the movie night, I kept asking store owners if I can take home one of the posters because I really enjoyed how beautiful the art style was for It Happened One Night, and they told me that I was able to buy myself a poster at the actual movie night. So around 8 p.m. we went down to the park after having ice cream. It felt like the movie nights that you have in Bryant Park in New York City, where people show up and set up their picnic blankets and then they watch a movie in the park, only this one was by the Hudson River and it was surrounded by mountains. It was just so stunning. But I did manage to get myself one of the posters because it was limited edition. They only had 13 and I snagged myself a poster before it was sold out. Let me show you. I'm so excited about it. It is a hand-printed It Happened One Night poster, and I loved the overall look of it, and It Happened One Night was actually one of the first talkies that I saw in my cinema class. So my friends and I were able to see it, and they all saw it for the first time and really enjoyed it, and I was able to take home that poster, and I'm going to hang it up next to my movie gallery wall, which I actually have a reel about, which I will link down below. But it was just such a wonderful day where everything fell into place. We had no real plan, but we just wandered the town and really immersed ourselves in the town because we spent such a long time there, and we were surrounded by these townspeople who all knew each other and were attending this movie event, and it felt so Gilmore Girls coded, and it was honestly just such a beautiful and wonderful day to spend with my friends to celebrate my birthday. It's like everything I wanted and more, and I hope you enjoyed watching the B-roll of all of it because it felt so special to be able to document document it. And I'm not really one of those people who vlogs out in person like, hey guys, we're gonna head to the bookstore next. I'm just not that type of a vlogger. I really do enjoy capturing the moment in my own time and then recapping you afterwards. I think it's just so much more special to live in the moment but be able to document it as well without being as interruptive as possible. I don't know if interruptive is a word. If it sounds like a word, it could be a word. And I know you're probably going to ask, did you get any books for your birthday? And to answer that, I have a pile of books that I did get for my birthday, but I'm not going to show it in this video because I want to do a birthday book haul where I show off the books that I got. I'm still waiting for a couple more gifts to come in that I could possibly add to the haul, and I want to show you like a couple of items that I got for my birthday that I'm absolutely obsessed with. So be on the lookout for that video because that will come eventually. But yeah, I'm just so happy with the weeks that I've spent with my friends doing different activities in New York City, upstate New York, celebrating my birthday. And I also got some really amazing things from Redbubble as well. So that felt like a birthday gift as well as like a back to school type of celebration with like new stationery, new stickers, a new backpack. I felt like I was preparing to get back to school even though I'm not back to school. So if you want to check out anything from Redbubble, be sure to click the link in my description and be sure to use my code, which will be featured right here, to get 15% off your next order from them. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If there's anything that you want to see in future vlogs, anything you want me to do, activities, things to talk about, please let me know. Thank you so much to Redbubble for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for you for watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you around very soon. Bye!